Hey guys, welcome back to the Tukes and Tires YouTube channel. Like as always, I'm Zach. I just thought we would do a little shop update video since we got back from Power Tour and just wanted to talk about what we're trying to get back into now since we're back. I did throw my back out, so I've been trying to take it easy, but I've been trying to get a couple videos out for you guys. So I've been working on those slowly, so I think we're going to get back onto the Chevelle hopefully in the next video. So I've been actually really trying to get a cockpit all situated in here so we get some seats in here, at least the seats. Like if we don't get the whole thing all figured out, you can see we got some sheets in there. I don't give too much away, but I really want to get that kind of buttoned up so we can get that in there so that we can actually maybe try to drive this one of these days, because it's almost at the point where we could temporarily hook some stuff up and we could just try to drive it around the yard, because I'd really love to see this thing move under its own power after how many years it's sat for not driving. So that's going to be coming up next. Lacey, what's happening? You're sleeping? Yeah. Other things that are been happening here in the shop. Dad's been working on his wagon. I've just been driving the complete, tires off this thing over here, the 54, since we got back from Power Tour. Transmission has been working awesome since, we fixed that. Big shout out to the guy that said that the clutch thingy or the shifter thing inside the transmission is probably missing the lining. That's definitely what it is. But I'm not ripping the transmission back apart to fix that, so it is what it is. Dad's car. He's been running brake lines and everything, so pretty much everything mechanical on that car is going to be almost buttoned up. He's just been dealing with trying to figure out brake boosters and stuff like that. So we do have to put a Camaro rear end into that thing. He bought one, so we're going to do that, get rid of the old one. And then that thing's pretty well ready for paint. So in the future, a video might be coming out of us actually trying to paint that thing here in the shop. So that'd be pretty cool. What else we got in here? We might be doing an engine swap on my girlfriend's TJ Jeep. I'm so frustrated with that thing. So it's a 98 TJ, and it has the 4-cylinder in it. So it's got the it's a 2.5, I think it is, liter, and it's got like a 5-speed manual. That thing is a piece of garbage. Like, what a terrible engine. I've literally replaced everything underneath the sun on that friggin' engine, and it still has a misfire. I've traced wiring, I've done everything. So I'm basically pretty well fed up with that thing. So I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do an engine swap on it. So with the Chevelle, I actually got a small block Chevy with this car, and obviously we didn't use it because we did an LS swap in it. That looks like a small block Chevy. But me and Dad, we're going to see if we can actually fire this motor up. It's been sitting over here in the shop. So it's just this one over here. I have no idea. I know it's a 305. And I know it's out of some type of 80s van. So I think what the plan is, me and Dad, we're going to try to fire that up, see if it's a okay motor, and then we might try to do something like real dirty, see what we have here at home, all the parts and stuff like that, and we might try to do an engine swap in that Jeep. So comment down below if you'd like to see that. I'm not super familiar with Mopar stuff. I have wanted to do a Hemi swap, and we were going to do that in the Jeep, but my girlfriend basically just needs to drive the Jeep, so we're just going to try to do this kind of, on a budget, because we don't want to spend a bunch of money, because I've already put a bunch of friggin' dollars into this stupid thing to try to make it run, and it still hasn't operated. If anybody knows anything about 4-cylinder Jeeps, definitely comment down below, because I don't. So probably also in the future we might be ripping the small block back out and doing like a really cool build on that with a 3rd gen Hemi. So that's a thing, but that other video might be coming up here shortly because, like I said, she needs to drive it. While I'm on here, and I don't forget, somebody asked a while back, I'm pretty sure it was a full tilt front end video that we did on my panel truck, of Dad's tubing bender here that we've used in the shop. We've used this thing on the Chevelle, and I think in a couple other videos of just bending pipe, and some people were curious on how it's made. It's super simple. So basically it's got a hydraulic ram, it's got something to operate forward and back. I'm not going to get into the crazy details on how the lines are all hooked up, but it's pretty simple. It's got a electric motor here that you can flick on with a switch, and it's just got a pump to pump the fluid to the hydraulic ram so you can move it up and down. It's got a plate on the bottom that the hydraulic ram is actually bolted to. This is made that it can kind of go free. It's just kind of sitting in there, basically just so that, you know, it center aligns itself, I think. And then we got 2 tubes that go up, 2 angle irons here that are welded together, and then it has the dies that you can move around or whatever you need to do with those to, you know, what kind of size of pipe you're bending. And then it's just got a die that fits onto the hydraulic ram. We have a couple different dies. We don't really bend too much big stuff, so we just use this smaller one for that 3/4 size piping. But this thing is pretty awesome, and it works pretty good for what it is. I couldn't tell you how much, you know, it cost to build this thing. I'm pretty sure Dad probably built it with junk back in the day, and we've been using it ever since. So that's the thing. Hopefully that gives somebody some ideas on how to make their own. It is super simple. Like I said, just angle irons and just some tubes. Nothing fancy. It was Dad probably made it with the stuff that he had, so that's pretty cool. Got a little reservoir here for the fluid. But I'm thinking that's pretty well it here for in the shop. Blazer's been looking really sad, and I've been getting a lot of talk about that here, that I need to work on the Blazer. So hopefully I'm gonna get some free time here when my back heals up from you know, that I might spend some days out here doing some body work. I don't want to bore everybody with body work just because, you know, it's like just repetitive, just sanding and stuff like that. So I'd really like to get this to an actual point where it's like we just throw paint on it. So hopefully we can do that in the future as well. And it'd just be nice to have something else cool to drive. But I think that's pretty well what's all going on in here in the shop. Next video is probably going to be on the Chevelle. Probably next couple of them. And then maybe my girlfriend's Jeep. Because I've been getting grilled about that she needs to drive it. But definitely comment down below if there's anything else you'd like to see here in the shop. There's always cool stuff going on here. Maybe we can do an actual video on Dad's car here in the future, because he's been putting a lot of hard work into that thing, so it's pretty cool. It's his 57 wagon. But thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, comment down below if you want to know anything, or, you know, just to say hi. But we'll catch you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. And as always, don't forget to salute the beaver. We'll catch you next time.